All right, YouTube, your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's happening, guys? Shout out to the free thinkers.
As always, man. So we got Iced Earth, Travel in Stygian.
Stygian, alive in Athens, apparently, right?
Yeah, man. So we want to do a special shout out, right? George, this is a funny story, man. I want to try to make this short. George brought this guy to my attention. This is a subscriber that has been suggesting, requesting profusely this song over how long, George?
It's actually impressive. I don't know if I've ever seen more dedication on anything ever in life than this guy has with requesting this song. So we are gonna do this song specifically for one sub. You better be subbed. I hope he's a sub. Ancient Ruins Official, right? So let's look up Ancient Ruins Official. Let me give you a taste of how dedicated Ancient Ruins Official has been with requesting this song. I'm just gonna show y'all, man. This is actually phenomenal, actually. Ancient Ruins Official, guys. Okay, so as you can see, Exhibit A. we have exactly all that shit. Here you see Ancient Ruins Official requesting Where is Ice? He's saying, where is Ice Earth? Traveling Stygian, alive in Athens version, right? He's got the emoji game up. Cool. That was 1 week ago.
Yep.
Right? Let's go ahead and just keep scrolling. Just to give you guys 2 weeks ago here, 2 months ago here, 3 months ago here, right? And this is
5 months ago.
5 months ago. And guys, this is consistent over, he's almost on every video doing this over the course of, we're at 7 months now, guys, just so you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Over the course of, let's see.
That's some persistence for your ass, right?
Dude, let's keep going. I think from what I remember when I was looking at him, it was at least, I think he's been doing this as almost as long as we've had the fucking channel.
Yeah, because I remember we had this conversation, George,
This is
a
a
year
year
and a half ago?
Yeah,
It was like
man.
a year and a half ago that George brought this to my attention.
Yeah, so this is pretty phenomenal. I just really wanted to show y'all the dedication this guy. Make sure if y'all see Ancient Ruins, yeah, 1 year. We're at 1 year now. If you see Ancient Ruins in the comments, man, salute Ancient Ruins,
Yeah,
man. Especially if you're an Ice Earth fan, and we are solely doing Ice Earth because of this gentleman. So I just want to kind of keep going just to get
And shout out to him for not only doing that, man, but watching our videos for so long.
Seriously.
Man. Shout out to you, man. So I appreciate that.
Hopefully he still has purpose though. It's just like, oh, got the request done, so thank you very much.
Yeah,
he never watches another video against it. Think we're good now. So we can keep going. I think it's been about 2 years though, man, that this guy's been requesting this specific request. Maybe he mixed in a few other options here and there, but for the most part, it's been a specific request. So Ancient Ruins Official, this is for you, my man.
Absolutely.
Or woman. I don't want to make any assumptions here.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to do Ice Earth. Now, we did a little research on Ice Earth. I think they're a heavy metal band, thrash. Power metal, they say.
That sounds like right up
They're
our
from
alley, man.
Tampa, Florida. That's
You know?
about all we know about them. So let's get into it, man.
Let's do it.
Ice Earth, Travel in Stygian, alive in Athens. Let's get into it.
It's time now to go traveling in Stygian.
They actually getting off.
Yeah, man.
It's giving me a little anxiety because I don't want his hair to get caught in the motherfucking
In the
what I'm
strings
saying?
and shit.
Like, wouldn't that be the funniest shit ever though?
No. I don't know how you thought about that. He does have a lot of them do have very long hair though.
And this was in '99. I thought the whole hair thing had passed, man. Because I thought that was more of an '80s swag type thing.
That was kind of like, you know, like the cool thing to do if you were into like metal, even rock. You know what I mean? You can't even get a proper headbang without hair, man. See, like that's why I think people like talk about me and shit, because when I be like, man, Ryan wants to groove, you ain't got no hair to groove, man. I can't even get my headbang on, you know?
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Maybe I should try to see if they got like that Miracle Grow shit.
They do. They have what they call, guys, look this up on YouTube, by the way, man weaves. They literally like glue a fucking hair unit to your head as a man. The shit actually looks pretty good.
You showed me that.
Go check that shit out. Sorry, guys. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, but they're rocking out, man. I love the speed and intensity in which they're playing this beginning part, man. It's crazy.
This sounds very, very thrash.
Yes, sir.
Because it said that they possibly do power metal, so I'm not sure if they sort of fuse the genres together, the styles together, but it's very thrash. So let's keep it going. Not bad though. Ancient Ruins, not bad. Almost made me forget about his voice though.
Yeah,
that they're so dope. You know what I'm saying? They almost.
It's
did.
nasty though.
His voice is.
That is.
His voice is interesting. It's gonna take some maybe get some used to, but those riffs, that's nasty. Yeah, so let me run that back.
And the tempo though, man, I'm amazed by the tempo of how they're playing, man. The way they can stay in rhythm and keep it together. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like. You know what, guys? Let me know, man. I feel like if I was to play an instrument like a guitar like that, and the speed in which their fingers are going, I'd be like, man, I think that you would mess up. But do they mess up sometimes? You just don't know it because they're so skillful.
Give us some feedback.
You know what I'm saying?
Good question.
Maybe they do mess up every now and then, but you just don't know because they're just it's their shit.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
They're like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I think hardcore fans would know they fucked up, but me, obviously we wouldn't.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? It could be
So-
like a royal fuck up. Man, be like, hey, sounds good to us.
Right.
But all I know is, if me and Ryan ever start a band, all I know is, one thing that I'm gonna do, I want to be called the riff master, man. I want to be the guy that comes out and plays like a 5-second riff, and then I bow and then I leave.
And you leave?
That's all I want. That was
the
how.
riff
Just
master.
that part right there. Thank you very much. And I'm
like,
out.
and you're out.
I'm
You
out.
just- and
That's
you
it.
just leave.
That's hot. Let's get back to it though. I wanted to bring it back a little bit because I really love those set of riffs right there. Like Candlemass, remember that song we did, Solitude? Please let me die in solitude. You don't remember that shit?
I remember now. I remember. I guess I can hear a little bit of that in there.
Yeah,
but you know,
I'm sorry about to say, I'm not trying to make fun of it, guys, because that sounded bad. Like I'm trying to.
No. I hear you though. I hear you.
It sounds like Candlemass Solitude though. Check out that reaction if you haven't.
But you know what, man? I really love that breakdown, man, because the speed in which they were playing, I was really worried that's what made me think about the mess up thing. Like, man, are they? Do you think that that the musicians mess up every now and then and they just kind of catch themselves? That's what made me think about that, because I'm like, man, the speed in which they're playing.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I'd be fucking up all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, seriously.
But I love the way now that this breakdown here and this transition into like the slower part. I love those, guys, we talk about this a lot. I like those long, powerful, lingering riffs. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see where the song goes now. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So.
And I think that to me, I think the first part of this just seems straight up thrash.
Yes.
So now this transition here to me, even just in some of the prog songs that we've done, certain bands, sort of even with Opeth, right? Sort of the slow, mellow, they're just the melodic parts that sort of are kind of almost telling a story if you're following along with the lyricism.
Right.
It seems like it's almost a different genre here, something you would hear in prog. So I love the thrash beginning and the transition into what I feel is more of a more prog, potentially even more power metal, just in terms of just the
right.
Like it's almost following a storyline, because we haven't been paying attention to the lyrics at all. But so far so good, man.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
I'm sorry to stop it in the middle of the solo there, man, but you know what? These motherfuckers are playing their ass off, man. They are killing it. I don't know if the original sounds like this. If the original, maybe the live performance here, which is why Ancient Ruins is like, you know what? You guys got to do the live performance of this. Maybe the intensity is just so much more amplified because it is live. And if that's the case, dude, well, I guess either way, if it's the case or if it isn't the case, they're getting off.
Yeah.
Nuts.
They're going off. Let's keep it going.
I got one question. I got one question. Who the fuck is the lead guitarist in this band? Because as I'm looking here, and I don't know, maybe I just don't know much about it, they both are killing it. Like, I feel like because typically when you watch a band, and especially when we really kind of dig into songs on this channel, we watch a live performance, you could tell who's kind of keeping the initial groove going as a guitarist in the back, right? Whether it be a bass guitar or electric guitar, they're in the back keeping the groove going. And then you've got one guy that is like the lead guitarist that's kind of like giving the flavor and the sauce to the song. Like they'll be like, and they'll kind of do the solos. I feel like throughout this whole song, they both are lead guitarists. I mean, I feel like they both, like, who the fuck is the lead guitarist? They both are just shredding their asses off.
Yeah.
Within groove, out of groove, solos. I kind of felt like during that solo, they both were like having like a solo within the groove. It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but
I agree.
I'm like, who the fuck is the lead guitarist?
They're going off.
Because they're just killing
The
it.
riffs
man.
in this are nasty. The riffs in this,
Yeah.
I'm in love with just the arrangement of the riffs. I think a lot of people can just shred, but it just doesn't. I found like a lot of bands, they don't really put it together in a way that moves me in any way.
Right,
Like I've seen
right.
people shred their asses off, like they're shredding. Yeah, I mean it's great, but it's just something about. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Merciful Fate. Merciful Fate, with King Diamond. They have an interesting singer, right? His voice is very interesting and different. Just like this guy's voice is interesting.
Yeah,
we'll say that,
it's
right?
interesting.
Try to be nice. Very interesting. But what Merciful Fate has is they just know how to put riffs together in
Yes.
a way that's just captivating.
Yep.
These riffs are nasty. And then I've loved, what I feel is this, it's tough to kind of even pinpoint what they are in this song to me, because I felt the beginning was very thrashy. I think overall I would say more so than anything, this is more thrash.
Yeah, I think so,
This is thrash.
Yeah.
But I think that they've taken departures in the music that really have added more dimension to the music,
Yep.
right? I think it's just been, you can even throw prog in there. I
Yep.
think I mentioned while I was playing something like Iron Maiden would do,
Yep.
sort of the soft melodic
Yep.
parts. Even some
I
of
hear
the
that.
even in how there was a part in here where there was sort of these sort of where the drumming sort of the boom boom boom, and he was talking. And that's something that I've seen, I think, Bruce Dickinson do in his
Yeah.
music, right?
Yeah.
It was a certain part of the story, and we're not paying attention to the lyrics,
Yeah.
but a certain part of the story that was sort of maybe the climax or something in the story. So we'll kind of look at the story to see what's maybe happening here.
But that's one good thing I can say about this channel, guys. If we can not pay attention to the lyrics, but
Yeah.
that means the music is really captivating us.
Yeah, man.
Because we really try to pay attention to it. So that says a lot, I think. Because musically they're just
Killing
destroying
it.
Yeah,
And you had
destroying it.
mentioned that you were like, man, like you were almost thinking like, damn, it's a great possibility they could fuck up. And I think that speaks to how tight they are. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
so tight and on point. I don't know how long. Maybe we'll do some research after the video on the band. I don't know how long they've been together. I think the band, they said that from what I remember, because we did a little bit of research, I think they said that this band kind of got established in the early 90s. I want to say 91, 92, and this is in 99. So I don't know if they stayed together, if the same core group stayed together, but it sounds like it. Either way, man.
Yeah,
we're
it looks
talking.
like you're right. I think you're right. Because 91 is when this album came out with this song on it. So I think you're right. Yeah.
Night of the Storm Rider.
Yep.
Okay, Night of the Storm
Yeah,
Rider, and this
so-
song's on it. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's get back to it, but they're going off, guys.
Riding on the hot winds of hell, something down in the ship of
was hoping that they brought those set of riffs that I really.
No, but that ending was
That was
fire.
hot, though.
That was fire.
It was hot, right? That was hot.
Yeah, that was hot.
I just wanted those riffs that I liked in the beginning to come back, and then if they would have done it, that would have been great. So I need to get that fix real quick. Give me my fix real quick, and then we're gonna give our feedback on the song. Hold on. Hold on. That is nasty.
Dude, to your
I
point,
just wanted to taste of
they
that.
killed it.
And then they put on a fucking claim.
Yeah, dude. I mean, every single transition into these powerful riffs and the changes and the speed in which they did it, the tempo was crazy. I mean, dude,
The
they just
diversity in the riffs, yeah.
Yeah, they killed it. This was like the fucking heavy metal rock
cohesive.
version of American Idol. That's what I felt like. It was like a crazy performance of what can you do.
Yep.
Like, show me what you can do to the 10th power. And I think that they killed every fucking metric.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Except for the vocals.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
And that's
crazy.
unfortunate because it's just I can't be playlist, man. I'm gonna give it another listen though, because I'm gonna do my due diligence, but I just can't. I can't deal with the vocals, man. They were. It's funny. It's like it's not that he even doesn't have the skill. It's just his tone. It's just a very high, piercing sound that his voice, I think, just naturally has. So, I mean, I'm sure that he was in key. I mean, he was in key for the most part. I feel like it just took away, to be honest with you, from what they were doing. They had some nasty, nasty riffs. I feel like thrash, because of the speed and sort of the pace in which typically, not all thrash, of course, and typically we see thrash is just faster, right? But I feel like there's just so much you can cram into the music. So it's like, okay, if I didn't like that, I didn't like that. It's so fast, I'm going to get to something else that eventually is going to catch me. It just seems like that's what I get with thrash, and I appreciate that. It's just, okay, I didn't like that. Cool, let me switch to this. Okay, I got another set of nasty riffs. They can just give you so much.
Yep.
And I just think, even with this, it's hard to find a dull moment throughout this entire song, man. I really think they got off. So I'm going to say salute to Ancient Ruins on this one, man.
Absolutely, man.
I was a little worried.
And you know, one of the things that you said, George, that you don't know if it's going to make your playlist, and I don't know if it's going to make mine either. But one thing that I think this song did, which is why I think Ancient Ruins went so hard with it, is I think it really brings to light how talented this band is. And I think with all the things that they had in this song, all the different dynamics and movement within the music and the speed and the tempo in which they played, man, this would be a song that I would be very persistent to a person that really loves metal. I'm like, dude, you gotta listen to this. You got just the same way Ancient Ruins did it to us. I think it's justified. I think it's justifiable the way he did it. Because I would have done the same fucking thing. Like, this band, you gotta listen to it.
Because they just killed it. They just shredded their asses off. And I think it shows that he's paid attention to our likes. You know what I mean? Like, anytime we bugged out a lot over thrash, right? Yep. Whether it be Dead Embryonic Cells with Sepultura, some of those nasty transitions, but the intensity, the aggression, the hard riffs, right?
It's just nasty.
He paid attention to what we like, and he was like, oh my God, please.
You gotta do this.
If y'all like that shit, you'll like this, and that's not always the case. People are like, if you like that, then you'll like this, and we're like, absolutely not. I have no idea why that person would request that, but okay. But in this particular case, it shows that he understands, like, yeah, this is right up their alley. You know what I mean? Unfortunately for me, just me, the vocals really took me, to me, it took away from the song. And it's not that he has, in terms of just skill, a bad voice. I just think his tone, it was just the high pitch feel of it just really took me out of the,
I agree with
took
that.
me out of it from time to time.
I agree with that.
So,
yeah,
but
man,
salute to Ancient Ruins.
Sir.
If you're persistent, if you're consistent, it can pay off. We're not going to be able to get to everybody, but we really wanted to show this person love, man, because we really appreciate the fact that you've been rocking with the channel. You've been supporting us. Even and he's even given feedback under videos that weren't metal or rock.
Correct.
Talking about the video. It wasn't just request this, request that, even though he did that shit too. But there was a lot of videos where he gave some good feedback, which shows that he watched the video. He's watched the content consistently. He supported the channel. He's liked the videos. We appreciate you, dude.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
man.
And anybody else that's out there, sorry we can't get to everybody. We'll try to get to more videos like this where we
You just
really just
opened
show
up
love.
the floodgates
We'll try.
to everybody that just like.
But I did say we ain't gonna be able to get to everybody.
No.
But everyone, I want to make sure though. Thank you, sir. But we'll try to get to more of you guys who have been really consistent and persistent with videos like
Yes, sir.
this. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we do have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, you'll get exclusive access to our content.
Yes, sir.
The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan.
Las Vegas. We out.